Hi, friends. Professor Joe here. I hope you all are doing great and welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to discuss what is a perfect support to take a buy trade and what is a perfect resistance to go for a sell trade. This is what we are going to look in this video. And friends, if you have still not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon, so that every time I create a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. So let us have a look on the screen how a perfect support and a perfect resistance will look like. So like you can see, first we are going to discuss what is a perfect support. So you see this black line is representing the price. So the price moves up, goes to a resistance, comes back down. And again goes back to the same resistance and comes back down. This is the first step. Step two is you have to wait for the price to break out through the resistance. You can see breakout. Yeah. You have to wait for the price to break out through the resistance. Step three is you have to wait for the same price to pull back to the resistance zone. Now this resistance zone has become a support zone. Remember, I have not drawn a line, I have drawn a zone. It is very, very important that you understand that support and resistance are zones. So at this particular point, you want to enter into a buy. But before you want to enter into a buy, you also have to look at a couple more things. First thing is you have to put a 50 EMA and see whether the 50 EMA is curving upwards. So if the 15 EMA is curving upwards, it clearly means that the market or the price is changing its direction. And at this confluence, you also have to look for candlestick pattern. My two favorite candlestick patterns for a buy trade is bullish engulfing and a bullish hammer pattern. If you see any of these patterns over here, then you can go for a buy. It is not necessary that you look for a candlestick pattern, but if you look for a candlestick pattern, you will get a better chance of winning. And you can see as the price goes up, you can book your profits at a good ratio of 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4, 1 is to 5. We will also see the same pattern on a chart. But before we go into the charts, let us look at a perfect resistance also. So this what we explained is a perfect support. So you see the resistance zone gets converted into a support zone. The price pulls back, a good candlestick pattern, and then you wait for the price to reach your profit target. So this is how you're going to buy when you see a perfect support. A perfect resistance, you wait for the price to come down to a support zone, go back up, come back to the same support zone, go back up, and then you wait for a breakout. Once the breakout happens, step two is you're waiting for a pullback to happen into the same support zone, but now the support zone has got converted into a resistance zone. At this resistance zone, you are also having a look at a 50 EMA, and you see that the 50 EMA is curving downwards. Okay, because you're going for a sell trade, you're looking for the EMA to curve downwards. And at this same area of confluence, you're also looking for candlestick pattern. Now, what is a candlestick pattern? Over here, you're looking for a bearish engulfing pattern or a shooting star. So if you see all these things over here, you enter into a trade at the resistance zone, which was earlier a support zone, and you wait for the price to reach your profit. So this is how a perfect resistance zone look like. If you try this in any time frame, preferably if you're looking for a currency market, look for a 1 hour, 4 hour, and a daily chart. If you're looking for stocks, go for daily and weekly charts. Crypto, you can go for a lower time frame, but I personally prefer you trade on a 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, and daily chart till you become an expert. Once you become an expert, then you can eventually move on and trade at a lower time frame, because lower time frame requires a lot of your time so that you spend that much time in front of the charts. Now let us have a look on trading view, the real chart. I have already drawn the support and resistance line over here. So this is NZD and this is a 2-hour chart. Okay, the NZD USD, NZD USD, a 2-hour chart. You can see the price came down, went back up. It created a resistance, came back down, went back up again, created a resistance, came back down, went back up, created a resistance, came back down. And over here, it broke the resistance. And then the price pulled back to the same resistance area, which now became a support. Once over here, once over here. You can see a good engulfing candle pattern over here. You can see over here a good engulfing pattern. And if you enter a trade over here, the price is still continuing in the upward direction, but for now, we will see the stop loss will be below the resistance zone or the support zone. Till now, your risk to reward is 1:4 already. But if you wait, probably you'll get a better risk to reward or you can exit. Let us look at, so this is a perfect example for a resistance turning into a support and what I call a perfect support for a buy. Now let us have a look at a sell. That is a support turning into a resistance. So the price turned from here, came down, went back up, came down. So this is basically our resistance, our support zone. Okay, this is our support zone. Price came once, went back up, came one back up, and 2, 3, 4 times it has been over here. And then it did a breakout. After the breakout, the price went back again over here, came back down, and then properly went back over here. Okay, now in this case, you are not seeing a good candlestick pattern, although there is one engulfing candlestick pattern over here. There you go. This one is an engulfing candlestick pattern. This one is not a very good pattern, but this one is a good pattern over here. At this price, if you go for a sell, there you go for a sell. Stop loss will be above the resistance zone, and you can see the price has actually fallen a lot from here. It has given you 9.93, 10 times. Okay, so you can see when you get a perfect support turning into resistance, that's a resistance zone for a sell. You see here you're getting almost 1:9 risk to reward. But as I always say, you can have your targets like 1:3, 1:4 and exit at that because it really requires a lot of patience and commitment to make sure that you wait till the end. I hope that these two examples have made it extremely clear how to look for a perfect support and how to look for a perfect resistance zone. All right, remember, however well you trade, it is very important to manage your risk. Do not risk more than 0.5% of your equity when you are learning. And once you become a professional trader, that is, you use one strategy more than 100 times, and you see that you are getting more than 70% or at least 60% of your trade that is going positive, then only increase your risk. But the maximum risk still should not exceed more than 2% of your equity in each trade. Remember, to learn trading, it requires a lot of practice, patience, and persistence. Without that, you can never become a successful trader. So practicing is very, very, very important. Friends, I've written a book, Traders You Can Win, but first learn to lose. If you're interested, it's available in Amazon and Kindle. If you love the way I'm creating content, please like and share these videos so that, like you, there might be many others who would love to learn trading the right way. These videos will surely help them to improve their trading. And friends, if you're still not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon so that every time I create a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified about it. Friends, all I can say is keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better each day. Thank you. Namaskar.